Welcome to the Trail Running Briefing, the podcast for trail runners who want to understand their training and run better. Each week, one clear idea to help you train smarter, stay durable, and perform when it matters. Episode 18. Why your legs die before your lungs. Have you ever reached a climb late in a race and thought, my breathing is fine, so why can't my legs move? That is one of the most common experiences in trail and ultra running. Your heart and lungs may still feel capable, but your quads, calves, or glutes simply stop responding. The usual explanation is, I need more fitness. But often, the problem is not your engine, it is the chassis. In long trail races, especially with climbs, descents, and technical terrain, your legs can fail before your aerobic system does. And understanding why changes the way you train. The key concept is this: ultra running is not limited only by your cardiovascular fitness. It is limited by how long your muscles can keep producing force. Most runners think of endurance as breathing, heart rate, and aerobic fitness. That matters, of course. A strong aerobic system allows you to run for longer, use energy efficiently, and recover between efforts. But in trail and ultra running, there is another limiter: local muscular endurance. That means the ability of the working muscles, especially the quads, calves, glutes, and hip stabilizers, to keep doing their job for hours, even when they are tired. Think of your aerobic system as the engine. It delivers oxygen and fuel, but your muscles are the tires, suspension, and transmission. If the engine is still working but the tires are destroyed, you are not going anywhere fast. This is why many ultra runners can still breathe comfortably late in a race, yet lose the ability to climb, descend, or even run on a flat ground. The lungs are not the problem, the legs are. This is usually happens for three reasons. First, climbing demands repeated force production. Every uphill step requires your leg to push your body weight against gravity. The steeper the climb, the more this becomes a strength endurance task, not just a running task. If you have not trained uphill walking, sustained climbing, or muscular endurance, your legs may fatigue even at a heart rate that feels manageable. Second, descending damages the legs. Downhill running creates a lot of eccentric load. That means the muscles are working while lengthening, especially the quads. This is what happens every time you brake, stabilize, and absorb impact on a descent. You may not feel it early in the race, but the damage accumulates. Later, your quads feel heavy, unstable, or painful. Your breathing may be calm, but your legs no longer trust the descent. Third, trail terrain is never perfectly repetitive. Roads allow a smooth rhythm. Trails require constant adjustment. Rocks, mud, roots, turns, short climbs, short descents. This asks from the stabilising muscles around the hips, ankles and feet. Over many hours, that small extra cost becomes significant. What people usually get wrong is that they respond to dead legs by only adding more running volume. More miles can help, but only if the legs are absorbing and adapting to the right stress. If every run is flat, controlled and easy, it may improve the aerobic engine, but leave the legs underprepared for mountain or specific terrain. Another mistake is treating strength training as optional. For ultra runners, strength is not about building big muscles. It's about building tissues that can tolerate load, absorb impact, and keep working when tired. Strength supports durability. So, what should you do instead? First, make your long runs more race specific. If your race has long climbs, practice long climbs. If it has runnable descents, practice descending. If it has long hiking sections, practice hiking with purpose. Do not assume running fitness automatically transferred to all terrain. Second, include uphill muscular endurance. This could be sustained uphill running, hiking on a steep treadmill, or hill intervals at a controlled but a strong effort. The goal is not to destroy yourself. The goal is to teach the legs to keep producing force without spiking the effort too high. Third, train the descent progressively. Start with short downhill repeats or on gentle terrain. Focus on control, cadence and confidence. Over time, increase the length, steepness or technicality. The goal is to make your quads more resistant to eccentric fatigue. Fourth, keep strength training simple and consistent. Squats, split squats, step downs, calf raises, Romanian deadlifts, and loaded carries can all help. You don't need an overly complex gym program. You need regular exposure to the forces your legs will face in a race. Finally, remember that fatigue resistance is specific. You don't just want to be fed. You want to be fed for the terrain, duration, and demands of your event. In ultra running, the winner is not always the runner with the biggest engine. Often, it is the runner whose legs keep working after everyone else have switched off. The big lesson is simple. Do not train only your lungs for a race that will punish your legs. If your legs always die before your breathing, do not assume the answer is just more fitness. Look at the specific demands of your race. Are you prepared for the climbs? Are your quads ready for the descent? Have you trained uphill walking? Have you built enough strength to tolerate hours of impact and instability? Your aerobic system may get you to the start line fit, but your legs have to carry that fitness all the way to the finish. Train the engine, but build the chassis. In ultras, strong legs protect good fitness. That's today's trail running briefing. Understand your training, apply it on the trail, and run better.